So I've just uploaded over 100 videos just this year while being a full-time student and going to the gym 6 times a week. So I know a tiny bit about discipline, and that's what I want to help you with. I want to help you become a more disciplined and a better version of yourself. And so when we think about discipline, most people think about a person who says yes to everything. Oh yes, if you're really disciplined, every time someone asks them, oh, go to gym, yes. Do more work, yes. Read 10 pages of a book, yes. Whatever it is. Go do a cold plunge. But in actuality, I would argue that discipline is absolutely the opposite. Discipline is the ability to say no. No to all the distractions that will take away from the things that you're actually supposed to do. And so the more disciplined a person becomes, the more they actually say no to things. They say no to the alcohol, they say no to the get-together, they say no to the invites to places, and they say no to all the distractions, for example social media, scrolling infinitely. And so you have to learn to say no. One of the best mental models you can have is to be able to say no and have the courage, because it takes a lot of courage to say no. But after you're able to say no, and you have the bravery to say no to all the things that distract away from your goals, you will become a lot more disciplined. Because you see, everyone understands that we have a limited time on this earth, and we have only 24 hours a day. And so if you use 4 hours scrolling on social media, then you will have 4 hours less to actually do important stuff that you promised you would do. But if you have the capability to say no to social media and to an alcohol or whatever it is that might distract you from your goals, all of a sudden you'll be bored. And when you're bored, it will become extremely easy to do the things that you didn't even want to do. Like work, like clean the house, like go to the gym. Because humans hate boredom more than they hate absolutely anything else. Boredom is the number one enemy of humanity. There's been literally studies on people who would rather get a small electric shock that hurts them than be bored. Because humans hate boredom. So as long as you're able to say no to all the distractions that would take away the boredom, you'll be bored, and the only thing left to do is the correct things. And that's one of the easiest ways to make discipline easy, is to say no to all the distractions, eliminate all the bad alternatives, and then the only things left for you to do are the things which you should do, which is to work, go to the gym, learn a new skill, plan the next business, whatever it is that you need to do right now, study. And that is so important. So learn to say no instead of yes. And one of the greatest tips that I have for you for this is literally wake up early. Literally wake up early. There's a reason why all these people who are extremely disciplined and so on wake up early. It's not because magically you get more time. No, if you sleep 8 hours, you get 16 hours of waking time. And it doesn't matter when that is. You still get the exact same amount of time. You can still do the exact same things. But when you wake up early, the reason for that is that you have less distractions. If you wake up at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., there's a lot less people calling you to come to a party at 7 a.m. than there are people at 9 p.m. If you think about it. So when you wake up early, there's a lot less distractions because everyone else will be asleep. Nobody will be inviting you to parties. Nobody will be saying that, hey, we need to do this, we need to do that. And you will only have yourself to do the correct work. There will be no more distractions because everyone else is asleep. That's the reason why you should wake up early. Not because it magically changes anything. Going to the gym at 5 a.m. doesn't matter. It's the same as going at 5 p.m. But the reason is that nobody will distract you. Because let's say you're going to the gym at 5 p.m. It's a lot more likely that somebody calls you up and says, hey, we need to go do this. But if you go to the gym at 5 a.m., ain't nobody calling you to say, hey, we need to go do this or that. So wake up early. And now that we have gotten through those two things, You need to learn to say no, and one of the clearest ways to say no to the distractions is to eliminate the possibility of people distracting you by just waking up early and doing work early when other people are not yet awake, or they're working, or they're studying, or they're doing something and they're not distracting you. And after that, there will come a time when you fail. Let's say you go to the gym and you fail a PR. And let's say you make a video and you get 0 views. Let's say you make a business call and you didn't get the sale. Let's say you send a job application and didn't get the job. There will come a time when you fail, and when the plan falls apart, and when bad stuff happens. And those are the hardest moments to stay disciplined. And I absolutely know how that feels. As someone who's made over 100 videos, and trust me, I haven't blown up yet, because you can see the view count on this video. And so, this one mental model which has kept me disciplined and keep me posting videos and keep me going to the gym and keep me doing all the things that I'm doing, despite not getting results, despite failing over and over and over again. This one mental model. And this one mental model could literally be worth millions to you, because it could make you a millionaire, for all I know. And it goes like this. The next step stays the same whether you fail or succeed. Think about that. The next step stays the same whether you fail or succeed. This is the mental model which you need to adopt if you want to be the most disciplined version of yourself. Because let's say you make a sales call. You're talking. And then you make a sale. Well, what's the next move? Make another call and try again. Try to make another sale. Right? That's the next best move. If you make the sale, the next best move is to make another call. Now let's say you don't make the sale. The next best move is still to make another call. So the next move never changed whether you made the sale or didn't make the sale. And it's the same with going to the gym. You fail a PR attempt, you're there benching, you fail a PR. The next step is still to go to the gym next week and try again. Whether you hit the PR or you don't hit the PR, whether you hit 10 PRs or you never hit a PR ever again, the next step is still to go to the gym next week as well. You're supposed to go next week and bench next week as well. The next step never changes. And this is such a good mental model to have, and it has helped me so much, especially with YouTube videos. You post a video, you get 0 views. That's so demotivating. I understand how unmotivating it is to do something and not get anything from it, whether gym or videos or work or whatever. But when I realized that even if I had gotten gazillion views on my video, I would still have to make the next one. So why don't I just make the next one now? You see, when you start detaching yourself from the results, and instead of just looking at the results that you want, and you start thinking about, okay, what do I need to do? Then you realize that you just need to keep doing the correct things no matter the results, because the next step is always the same. And as long as you keep taking those steps, eventually the results will start catching up. At least hopefully. And so those are some tips that you need if you want to be the most disciplined version of yourself. And I truly want to help you become the most disciplined version of yourself and become like Superman. And so stay disciplined, have an amazing day, and chase your dreams.